So can you just tell me how the experience was and everything? So before you started with the Career Bootcamp, what were you doing? You finished your education. So tell me more about, how it started.
Exactly. So I finished my education and I sort of had an idea of what field I wanted to work in, but I was not aware about the job market, which I think you should really be aware of when you're trying to apply for an internship or a job. And I had a lot of some sort of thoughts, but they weren't very organized. And I needed to put that into an organized, structured plan, and that was something that I got out of this career boot camp, sort of.
Yeah. So did you find that the coach that you were paired with, so when they helped you with the two coaching sessions, so the first profile assessment, when they went over your resume and LinkedIn, and then they did the work for the resume, LinkedIn, the cover letter, and then they finished it off with the career strategy coaching. Did you find them to be useful? Were they communicative? Were they helpful? How was your
Mhm.
experience working with the career coach?
So my coach was called Nick,
Yeah.
and he was let's say, very comfortable to work around with, and it was very pleasant to interact with. Let's say, at the same time, you could tell that this person really knows their stuff. They were very efficient. Helped me understand what is important and what isn't. Also, because when you're applying for a job, you need to really tailor your CV and cover letter for also your LinkedIn profile for the specific role that you're applying to. Even though you may have more skills or experience, etc., you really want to make sure that you mention or highlight those that are more important for this company, for example, and for this job. And that was something that I was, I was able to get from this service. And I think that's very important because recruiters are seeing so many different people, so many talented different people, and unless you sort of stand out, there's no that's what makes you get the job or internship in the end.
Got it. Glad to hear, you had a positive experience with Nick. And in terms of the results that you were getting, so with the improved resume, the LinkedIn, and the cover letter as well, did they, get you more interviews, from the LinkedIn applications, from your LinkedIn profile, with, having the upgraded resume? Were you able to get like more results and more interviews?
Okay, so not just for me, but for also a lot of other people that I know, they found their job or internship via LinkedIn. So I think that's a very important factor. And for me personally, I had I had good experience and good education under my belt, but I still couldn't get those interviews. I didn't know what exactly I was supposed to say or what I was doing wrong, or because I was going to be highlighting the most important things. But once I did this career, advice and helping was with you guys, I was able to sort of see way more results and get interviews, first interviews, second interviews, get accepted from a lot of companies that I really liked. And then I ended up joining this company called Fraunhofer. So I think that they're amazing at what they do, and they're a very big company. Also, I really like the job that I'm working in right now. So people are very friendly. I'm learning a lot of things that is essentially going to be useful for networking and for my, future career possibilities, I think.
Got it. And my final question to you, Syed, is so after the resume, cover letter, LinkedIn, and the two coaching sessions were completed, so until you landed that job offer at that company you mentioned, the Fraunhofer, before until you got that offer, like how was the post service communication, the ongoing unlimited support with Nick? Was he answering your questions, giving you advice on interviews, preparing for them? Did he help you? Give feedback on the types of jobs you're applying for. How was his communication then?
I'd say he always answered within 24 to 36 hours, and he was always, helping me after as well, to make sure that I got the job after I applied, after the interviews, etc. But this wasn't such a long process because I landed the job relatively quickly, and I'm sure that was also partially due to you guys. I'm sure you guys helped there a lot. So yeah, but I would say that throughout the process it was very comfortable and very efficient, very professional.
So, Syed, I know I mentioned final question last time, but I do have one more. So, would you recommend this to any friends, family, relatives who are looking to, grow in their career, get a better role, get more interviews, looking at, improving their career growth?
See, I think I would, and the big reason for that is, in a way, time is money, and you want to spend less time, searching around for jobs without an idea, and eventually make your first step in a company and job that you really like, and not waste several, I don't know, months looking for a job and not doing anything, instead of working immediately in an internship or in a full-time job and building up your your profile. So that way I don't regret even $1 that I spent at you guys, because I think you guys helped me make everything faster.
Glad to hear that, man. Anyway, so thank you so much for sharing your experience and giving your overview of the program. I'm very glad that it was a positive one, and congratulations on the offer. And yeah, good luck with everything moving forward.
Yeah, thank you.